Right? So we're talking about it. Right? I'm reading from the novel. And so I'll pick up where I left off. I have been given a spot at a farmer's market type art fair in Durango. Today and tomorrow are the last days I have to work on my planters. As it stands now, the rhombic dodecahedron is complete, but open on the bottom end. The sphere is open at the south pole. The rhombic tricontohedron has been magnitudes more difficult. The dihedral angle of 144 is very hard to maintain as you put it together, because you have to turn it over after connecting the first 10 pieces. 5 rhombic faces sharing a vertex. So this thing is essentially an abomination. Artistic license if I wanted to be kind. Hideous if I want to be accurate. Or lawful. Unlawful as it stands, perhaps more magical thereby. I do set my bow in the cloud. 3 pentagrams offering no glimpse to any dignified solid, but occupying area and enclosing a space. Nature abhors perfection. The boxes for the plants hang from chains connected to the bottom edges equidistant, and the whole thing is supported by another chain at the top. They each weigh at least 40 pounds, though I have supported them on a very small branch at my site, so they do not require much in terms of support. I'll say all my money is gone. Damn near. I'll make it to clam. And if I could sell the planters, as they are beautiful and unique, if corrupted by ignorance, then I'll be good. The art market runs the next few weeks. I can make more each time I make them. I'll get better. My tactics will refine. Patience will emerge. Introspection. I only intellectualize after the fact. So in that way, perhaps all is well. I suspect being an alien might not be to my benefit. I've also taken to adapting A Confederacy of Dunces. So funny, what a novel. I bought a ticket to this event in Los Angeles later this summer that originally I wanted to go to in person, but now it is all virtual, which I don't like. Digital filter. I'll pitch my stories then. It wasn't expensive, no more than going to see Clam. A marathon of 4-minute pitches. Of late, I have taken to doing all my work at the makerspace as far as dividing my energy between fabricating and writing. Between writing and fabricating, pardon me. As far as dividing my energy between writing and fabricating. I grind metal, weld, polish, etc. for a time, then go into the AC and write for as long as I want. Back and forth, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours. All knowledge costs nothing but the time to acquire it. I managed to get a tetrahedron inside of the rhombic dodecahedron, which is nice. Which is a nice flourish. The highest expression of these has a fat crystal in the middle, and maybe a light that shines through it. Maybe I can do that soon. And I'll say now that it seems that it's probably easier to weld the whole face than the edges only out of square stock, as the angle each edge meets at is extremely specific. And though heavier, I believe moving forward this is how to proceed. I should also likely heat treat the entire piece before welding to keep everything at the proper angle. Clamps do not really work to hold 2 pieces at 144 degrees. I could build a jig. Yeah. I see it. They'll get better each time. I sell them cheap. They're fucking rad. I'm tired. It is the evening after 7 p.m. The sun is still higher, though the light is getting softer. Yeah, I'm done. They are as ready as they can be. I am exhausted physically and intellectually. Though the afterglow shades my glasses rosy, today I felt a great occult truth revealed to me. Last night I ate LSD and watched the night sky all night. I suspect, as far as observation, at least in the northern hemisphere, I have logged more hours observing the heavens than anyone else. I have taken to watching the planets with great zeal. Affixed his gaze, says Clay. And you realize that it is true that they move. This is how ancient man distinguished between the fixed zodiac and the planets. And at the evil witching hours of the dead of last night, I found myself transfixed on Saturn and Neptune, or maybe Uranus. It was blue. That's all I can say for sure, with Saturn being yellow. They seemed to form a cosmic beam, a pillar, Yakin or Boaz, a radiant wand, dancing in their customary ways. It endears a primeval psychology, a humility, a recognition of the limitations of science, religion, the vastness being so complete, yet unknowable. The plants down here do seem to become excited by the night lights, the moon, the planets and stars. With no wind at all, their branches move, the leaves rustle, as if to thank the night for offering these subtle lights. Eventually I closed my eyes and slept rash and insincere due to this chemical running rampant if tired out, though I awoke pleasant and refreshed. While relaxing through the late morning into the afternoon, I read Orwell, Burmese Days. It is a fine novel. Finishing a chapter, I closed the book and stood up to see something in my immediate foreground obscuring my view. Adjusting to focus, I saw it was a caterpillar. Small. So insignificant, you could step on 100 at the same time and never know it. It was suspended from a silken line, hanging off of a thin branch overhead. At first I thought perhaps it was caught by a spider. Now I see that couldn't have been the cause. Spiders use webs. It was jerking rather violently, seemingly in some ecstatic agony. Choking, chaotic. I was perplexed, and had the thought to steady it upon the book. After a moment I thought better of it, and like a good naturalist, I continued to observe. The subsequent moments revealed to me that in fact it is no trap or accident. The caterpillar was wrapping itself up to cocoon itself upon the branch. As I watched it climb in its wild, haphazard way, my mind superimposed, double exposure, the memory of last night's celestial dance on top of its climb, or behind, if you prefer. And I was brought to a state of great exaltation, humbled, absolute curiosity impossible to satiate. I know these things are connected. I don't know why. What is occurring up there that allows this metamorphosis to transpire? But my certainty will never waver. After 4 minutes of climbing, the caterpillar made it to the branch where, once secure, it made some last-second adjustments, pulling strings from here to there, though not completely covering itself. Still the green body largely visible. Upon coming to rest, the whole body morphed from green to brown and disappeared as a textural anomaly upon the branch. High magic. I am now driving to get my planters to get set up. I'm pessimistic, though confident they are the most interesting things that will be there. The drive from Silverton to Durango is as majestic as any landscape can be. Pine thickets mixed with burnt bramble from fires of years past, miles expanding into the summits beyond the reaches of our souls. I'm sorry. To the valleys carved by clear mountain streams offering pure water. No filtration beyond the dignity of Providence. Watching the night sky, the orbs in their orbits, I see why people are drawn to these mountains. Beyond sportive tricks, beyond the purity of the wilderness, it is the marriage of the alchemist. Great religious spiritual truths masked behind senseless chemical jargon that equates nothing and conjures nothing beyond an image in the mind of the adept. As nature is the ultimate symbol. I'm sorry. As nature is the ultimate symbol, offering nothing in the way of explaining itself. It simply is, and is therefore incumbent upon man alone to decipher the enigma of nature's existence by reason. And yet still all is vanity. Ultimately, we all take a leap of faith towards our preferred dogmas. That of faith, providence, the unfolding of a divine plan, or that of reductionist, materialistic, accidental life, neither known more than the other, none known to all in earnest, save God. I can show mathematical qualities abundant in creation. I can analyze Kepler's 3 laws in relation to what my eye sees. But there is no math in creation. Perhaps only in Creator. Man must codify. Understanding is a fool's errand. Wisdom is the folly of arrogance. I parked the truck up the street from where the place is. Right in the heart of town, on a prominent corner basking in summer sun, a girl with a clipboard checks people in. I approach, extend my hand, and she takes it, as she looks me in the eye only a moment before looking to her clipboard. Ethan, nice to meet you. She scrolls the paper and locates something. I would guess me. I see you have planters, 2 porch planters. Yes, follow me. She leads me through the alley dividing the various vendors. Jewelry, painters, kitsch. Uninspired, unmastered, unannealed. We have much in common, me and everyone else. Though I would say I have been inspired. And so would they, I am sure. A rare condition. Auspicious sign, perhaps. She stops at an open area at the far corner. This is where you set up. I nod. Great, thanks. She smiles, if puzzled by my solitude. Any questions? Nope, that's all, thanks. She nods and walks back the way she came in. I whipped down the block and brought everything up in 5 trips. The table, the 2 polyhedra, the 2 boxes, and my computer. As the event begins to unfold and people begin to mill about, I lament having no shade. Lots of positive feedback. A photographer approached first. Hi. Hello. Got a question? He walks around the table inspecting the geometry. I work for the paper and am taking pictures. Can I take your picture holding it? I think for a second, which puts him on edge. I don't mean to upset you. No, I don't mind. They're just quite heavy. I assume you want me to hold it with the box, right? I point under the table to where the plant boxes are. Box, you say? I pull it out and connect it. Yeah, it's a planter. You put the plants in the box and the whole thing hangs. I can give you maybe 1 minute of holding. He sets his camera up proper. He sets his camera up for proper exposure, pushing buttons I cannot see. He looks up and prepares. Okay, I'm ready. Pick it up. I lift the whole thing up. Well over 100 pounds with the box. Only 15 seconds elapses. Good, I got it. He puts the camera down. Those are fucking sweet, dude. I put the box back under the table. Yeah, I agree, thank you. Have a good day. He walks away and a husband and wife approach. Got any questions, let me know. He looks intrigued, the wife less so. I could say something about left brain, right brain. But perhaps I am still too ignorant to wax sincere. These are great, he says. You made them? I nod. Yes, thank you. I'm the chair of the committee that set this event up. He extends his hand. Greg. I take his hand. No notable grip. Ethan, nice to meet you. He releases his hand and I mine, and continues to look at the forms. Tell me about them. I deflate and squint at the question. They are technically, as best as I was able, 2 rhombic forms, all space filling polyhedra, though I admit they each are corrupted. He furrows his brow and nods, meaning? I suppose they aren't as neat as I would like them to be. Have you tried those magnets that? Yes, of course. Those work well for the boxes, but the forms rest at specific angles, none of which are 90. All the perpendiculars are in the center of each face, so even if you built out from there, you'd still be in the same condition of having to hold each edge at these particular angles, 120 and 144 respectively. I point to the forms as I espouse the numbers. So this one, I point to the 5 sharing a vertex, is the ugliest. The other one, another point, is true to some mathematical certainty, but the bottom 3 edges are missing. And this comes from Bucky Fuller. All roads lead to him, as far as this thing is concerned. Magnuson as well. Made a few of the forms over the years, nowhere near all of them. Magnuson, a monk who lived in the Bahamas. He is the only person to ever construct everything. He has a series of books. I personally have only seen 2. Polyhedra models and dual models. Oh, and spherical models as well. But he has other books, I'm sure. He's badass because he shows you how to make each face with a compass. Total mastery. And what do you think? Well, I don't know if they'll go today. No, it's a process. You keep showing up, they keep seeing it, they'll sell. His sincerity is a nice touch. Yeah, of course, I feel the same way. They smile and continue walking. Nice to meet you. The time drifts, and I pick up adapting this novel when another woman approaches. I just wanted to say hi, because I see you reading A Confederacy of Dunces. What a great novel. I know, I'm rereading it. We have a nice smile and moment of recognition before she departs. One of the girls in administration approaches. She seems fraudulently pleased with having to speak with me. So how's it going? She's seeking something. I cannot say. Well, it's going good, but they don't cost $5. We've been talking about how maybe the planters could be here, but you can't be here. Huh? A silence? You guys told me I don't have to insure these. What are you talking about right now? My stuff can be here, but I can't be here? I understand your point. I don't need anything. You let me show up, people buy the planners, people don't buy the planners. It's easy. What do you mean? It is obvious she is on edge and wants me to kiss her ass right now. She is not being honest. They have no reason to not let me continue coming unless they do not like me. She darts her gaze anywhere else as I bore through her eyes. Anything else? She turns to leave. No. The event ends and I lug everything back the way I brought it. The following day, I received an email telling me I am no longer welcome. They didn't like me, and are too cowardly to say it plainly. I chided them with vigor. She will never forget it. Now, I am on the way to go see Clam. The shows of this weekend. It is a Wednesday morning now. I admit, though travailing America many times over now to see the band. I admit, though travailing America many times over now to see the band, I have not been very good about acquiring friends and keeping them. Though Pickles and her friends are all wonderful, and hopefully they will be there. At least some of them. I'm not sure that she will be there. I texted my other friend, Allison, who I met at Alpine Valley in 19. She has informed me that she will be there, though she did not seem terribly keen on seeing me. I have the planters with me still. Perhaps I can sell them at Clam, though they are not good enough. I am self-deprecating to a fault, but perhaps I'll be brave enough to put them out. Perhaps I'll just do drugs the entire time. Heading northwest out of Durango leads through Hesperus, Mayday, then skirting north around Cortez through Dolores, Lewis, and Yellow Jacket, Cajon, Dove Creek, Monticello, then 30 miles to Spanish Valley into Moab, and another 20 miles to Crescent Junction, where you turn left onto Interstate 70 just for 5 miles before exiting onto State Highway 191, then 12 miles to Woodside, Wellington, Price, Carbonville, Spring Glen, Helper, Martin, Castlegate, all within 10 miles. Cotton, Tucker, Thistle leading into Spanish Fork. Then heading north into Salt Lake City passes through Springville, Provo, American Fork, where you hop onto Interstate 15 and head south to north through the city. Riverton, Murray, South Salt Lake, North Salt Lake, Bountiful Woodcross, Farmington, Kaysville, Clearfield, Clinton, Ray, South Ogden, West Haven, Harrisville, North Ogden, continuing north sees Willow Peak to the east, Perry, Brigham City, Corrine, Bear River City, Elwood, Tremonton, where I hop onto Interstate 84, where some 30 miles see me pass through Bear Creek and Snowville before crossing the state line into Idaho. The first real town is Juniper, then Sublet, Cottrell. Here the interstate pivots true west and passes through Hayburn before pivoting northwest once more through Barrymore, Jerome, Wendell, Tuttle, Bliss, Glens Ferry, Chalk Cut, Seabree, Cleft, Regina, Blacks Creek, heading into Boise southeast to northwest, passing through Ontario on the northwestern edge of town, Huntington, Lime, Dixie, Weatherby, Durkee, all within 10 miles, North Powder, Hot Lake, La Grande, Meacham, Pendleton, Stanfield, Echo, turning onto Interstate 82 passes through Hermiston, Umatilla, Badger, Richland, West Richland, crossing the state line into Washington. The venue is an hour and a half driving from here. The day is gone, though the night is young. I turn off the interstate onto Highway 240 and stop along the road at a wide shoulder for the night. Plains, agricultural fields. It looks familiar. These are my first shows since New Year's Eve 19, where I'm pretty sure I was in fact patient 0 for COVID. I got terribly sick. I thought from dirty drugs, but I got on my flight out of LaGuardia and just hacked the entire time. They told me at the emergency room I had the flu, but we all know better now.